Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Nothing Edited. Today what I want to do is make a crawfish, shrimp, and sausage gumbo. But I put okra, however you want to pronounce it, in my gumbo. Now a lot of people won't put okra in it because it's slimy. Or they'll pan fry it before they put it in. I have this on a pan, parchment paper. I sprayed the paper. I sprayed the okra, and I tossed it around and seasoned it. I'm going to put this into my oven, and I'm going to let it bake until it's roasted. I mean roasted, deep, dark, brown, nearly black. That will cook out all of the slime and give you that good roasted, woody flavor you're looking for in okra in your gumbo and keeping the slime out. Another thing I'm going to add to my gumbo that most people don't add, again, because of the slime, and that is filet. Y'all don't be afraid of using filet in your gumbo. There is a way to keep the filet from being slimy, and I will take y'all through that technique. Now, I did say I was making a sausage, shrimp, and crawfish gumbo. However, it's going to be Creole. The difference in Cajun and Creole is Creoles do use tomatoes. However, I'm breaking that rule again. I want a little heat. I want a little pop to mine. So I'm going to be using rotel. And I'm not making a very large gumbo. I'm the only one here. I'm the only one who's going to be eating this. So stay with me, and I'll show you some of my tips and tricks and techniques that make Creole gumbo awesome. Using okra, rotel, and filet gumbo. Okay, y'all can see I have the oil and I have the flour in it. This is the beginning of the roux. Y'all won't see this again until I'm ready to add the next step. I have videos out there with how to make a roux. This is not how to make a roux. I'm just showing you ways to make a Creole gumbo using the ingredients I spoke about above. Earlier, not above. Alright, we just doing a little sneak peek here, y'all. That roux's coming together. That roux's coming together. Just so y'all know, I'm not sure how dark I'm going to go with this roux here. Because when you make a Creole gumbo, it's going to have a kind of a red tint to it due to the fact that I'm going to be adding the rotel. Now, I'm coming in here now with the filet. Y'all, this is how you keep filet from being slimy. You cook that slime out just like you do in the okra. It's up to you how much of a pop you want with that filet. But this is how Nothing does it. And it has worked wonderfully for me for years. I've never had it go wrong. So, I gotta get to stirring, y'all. Okay, y'all, I've added some of my vegetables. I've added this onion. That celery is from the celery y'all have been seeing me grow on the step in the 2-liter cold drink bottle. Oh, yeah. Now y'all gonna notice that Nothing threw that sausage off in there. Basically, I'm cooking in reverse. A Cajun gumbo, you're going to start off browning your meats first. Then, doing your roux and adding your vegetables. Well, this is Creole. This is not, this isn't going to be a Cajun gumbo. Y'all bear with me. I'm not going to do step by step of this. I'm just wanting to show y'all the few little techniques that I use. Alright, y'all, that sausage is nice, good, and brown. The okra is still going in the oven over there. I got it on the convection setting. Coming in with some broth. I hope this doesn't steam up the camera too bad. It possibly can, but I'm using chicken broth. Usually I would use a seafood stock. However, I don't have any. Number one. Number two, I'm adding 2 types of seafood to this gumbo. I'm adding crawfish, well, chicken of the ditch. That's what you call crawfish. And I'm going to be adding some shrimp. And this will darken up as it cooks. Don't get paranoid. I may be adding more liquid to it. This is just for starters. While we're waiting on all that to catch up, I'm going ahead and add these. Now this is mild rotails. You use whatever kind you want. Nothing gonna use what she wants. And that's mild rotails. Yes indeed. There we go. I'll bring y'all back when I got a step that I wanna show y'all. Alright y'all, just want to show y'all. It's going to thicken up a little bit. This got to cook down. I added some green onion, and y'all see it did get darker. I'm still waiting on that okra to roast up over there good for me. I've got a half a pound of crawfish. I'm going to go in with a half a pound of shrimp as well. And there's a half pound of sausage in here. But y'all, this has to cook. This has to cook down. Another thing, I'll tell you, if you don't have filet and you want that tang of a filet, you can add lemons. I've added lemon slices to my Creole gumbos before. I'm actually thinking about maybe adding a little bit of some canned stewed diced tomatoes to this as well to go with the rotel. Again, this is Creole. This is not Cajun. One more thing I want to add. Y'all, I bought these online. I want y'all to see that. The delish bay leaves. Y'all always see me use bay leaf powder. But I'm going to tell y'all something. These bay leaves are stronger than any bay leaves I have ever bought. Ever. I mean, you use these, as I'm going to say, with caution. So I'm going to caution this off to just one. Normally, if I was doing a bay leaf regular kind, I'd put 2, possibly 3. Even with the bay leaf powder, I would put a teaspoon. I'm not pushing it. This brand right here, and I'm not being sponsored, is the one to go with. The powerful. I store them in my freezer. Okay, y'all see that bubbling up and cooking up really good? These are straight out of my freezer. Those are some fresh tomatoes that I got from the store. Stewed them up, diced them up, threw them in my freezer. I don't know if I did a video on it, but I just want to let y'all know I'm adding them homemade stewed tomatoes. Want to show y'all the okra. It's not quite done yet. You see that dark one down there? That's what I want most of them to look like. Well on our way. Y'all see it's drying up. You're not seeing the slime. I'm going to call it slime. Okay, y'all. The vegetables, the sausage, the roux, the broth, tomatoes, everything in here has been simmering now for an hour and a half. Now, you can take gumbos up to 4, 5, 6 hours. No, I'm not doing it. So I'm going to be adding my half a pound. These are 31, 40 count shrimp. They are frozen. This is Louisiana crawfish. This is not no Chinese crawfish. Nothing ain't going there. They're also frozen. Those are going into the pot, going into the mix. You're saying nothing? You still hadn't added the okra. Next time you see this, you're going to see the okra. You're also going to see the gumbo thin down a little bit because the liquid's going to come out of the shrimp and it's going to come out of the crawfish as well. Okay, y'all. There's the okra. Okra, whatever you want to call it. There it is. It's in there. No slime. Gonna let all of that combine. Let it simmer down for another 20 minutes and it'll be a done deal, y'all. Y'all, look how beautiful everything's coming together. Look at all those colors. Everything's popping. Alright, so people are saying, nothing, we didn't see no spices. Well, number one, the sausage I used is highly seasoned with pepper and garlic. Then I did add 2 teaspoons of Cajun seasoning. Actually, this time I changed it up. I used the Zatarain's Creole seasoning. I used 2 teaspoons of that. I did not add any salt, and the reason I didn't add any salt is because that Creole seasoning is stuck full of it. Now, the okra, if you remember in the beginning of the video, I said I sprayed the parchment paper. Then I sprayed the top of the okra. I seasoned it with onion powder, garlic powder, salt, black pepper. That is plenty seasonings in here. And y'all saw me put the onion, the celery, which y'all didn't see is I did add, I added green onions. I didn't state that. But it's still got a little ways to simmer. The crawfish, beautiful shrimp, sausage. What else could you need? This is what you need for a good Creole gumbo. Now, for authentic Creole gumbo, I'm not going to say mine's authentic. You do add tomato paste. I'm not going there.